Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your man, Rico. Whew. I guess it's Sunday the 24th, the last day of the Juneteenth weekend. Actually, I have to work today, so I spent the day kind of relaxing and getting my thoughts together. And trying to get these videos to y'all. I know I do a few every once in a while, but please forgive me. This is not going to be a long one. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. Show your support if you like. So I want to say this. I remember when Juneteenth was not even thought of, except for by us, only a few of us. Who's this? And so, and it was fun. It was just us. It was ours. It was black folks. Those of you who don't know, I'm from Memphis, and we used to go to Douglas Park every year. And just all of us, it would be like a family reunion. And Juneteenth, as the significant day in history it is, it wasn't celebrated by the country or the world, hell, not by a lot of black folks, but a lot of us knew about it because we grew up talking about it. We grew up being taught about it. And we all learned what the history is. There was the day that the slaves in Texas were finally informed that, hey, you're free 2 years later. And so after 1863, 1865, June 19th, one of the Union soldiers came in and told them, hey, y'all free, what y'all doing still picking cotton over here in Texas? So that's what it was. And so it was cool. It was ours. And we're real big on trying to get acknowledgement and acceptance in this country for, just say, hey, we're here. We're here. Look at all the things that we've been around here. We're here. Black folks been here for 400 years. So our stamps, our footprints are all over this country. But I think with this Juneteenth thing, when they decided to make a holiday out of it, it kind of took something from it. And again, I'm from Memphis, and Juneteenth was awesome. We used to all meet up and barbecue, and it was cool. And then let's go back, because we have this thing about wanting holidays for people in our community or our race that we feel very significant about. We have some significant admiration for. And I remember when they were doing the whole Dr. King, making it a federal holiday. We know what this come to, just a day off, but not the significance of who Dr. King really was. And over the years, people have learned, they've read the research, they've read the history, they realize that Dr. King has been pretty much sanitized more than a sanitary napkin, meaning he's made safe for everybody to absorb, but that's not who he was when it come down to doing the real history of who Martin Luther King was. They made him so that corporate America could share him with the world. They made him this figure that all he talked about was integration and little black girls, little black boys, and all them holding hands and shit. When it got down to it, the reason he's not here because that wasn't his actual philosophy. But to keep, like all black men and black women of substance who talked about some kind of liberation with black people, well, they're not here anymore. And so, they'll give him a plaque or they'll give him a holiday. And so we know that his holiday has become like, just a day off. And guess what? That same thing has happened to Juneteenth. Juneteenth was really the black family reunion. It was something that's really, really important to us as foundational black Americans in this country. Y'all know, let me go back. A few years ago, this old black lady here in Fort Worth, Dallas Fort Worth, but she's out of Fort Worth. She decided to march all the way to D.C., walk all the way to D.C. to get Juneteenth recognized as a federal holiday, a national holiday. and people was like, yeah, go for it. And and at that time I was like, okay, whatever, sure. And there was some people who were against it, people who were for it. I was like, sure, why not? Because I was still under that impression, like, with Dr. King holiday, yeah, we should be recognized, we should be nationally federal, but really, there's some things we just should have kept. We should keep to ourselves. And Juneteenth is one of them. Black America, we should have kept to ourselves, because she is 99 years old now. She's about 95 or something then, or 96. When she did that, which made it such a significant walk. But I wish that old lady, because I'm sure she wanted something, a legacy to leave behind, but I wish if she was going to walk to D.C. for something, how come it could have been for reparations? It's like we like to do the easy stuff. It's easy, to talk about things that, probably, just easy stuff for them to acquiesce to. But can we get an old black man, an old black woman to walk 1,000 miles to D.C. for reparations? If you're going to try to, make history and do some stuff like that. But that was easy. It got a lot of attention. And so there were people, they were more than willing to do that, because the power structure, the white supremacist power structure, give them a holiday, they ain't shit. People still don't get paid. They ain't gonna do nothing but be off from work, and they're not gonna make any significant strides in their progress or their liberation. And so that's what Juneteenth has become. It's become another party day. Throw out the barbecue grills. You want to talk about how we can plan to make our community better, or how we can fight for reparations, fight what's due to us, or fight for our children's education, really, or what am I saying? Fight to be autonomous and self-sustaining. So that's what it's become. Because did y'all know when Juneteenth was just ours? You know what I didn't see in those Juneteenth gatherings, in our black gatherings? I didn't see LGBT. But when I went home, Memphis, a couple years ago, something like that, when it became the holiday and everybody got in, only had Asians, Hispanics, everybody selling Juneteenth stuff, but nobody gave a damn about that at first. It became this big marketing, it became, just capitalistic marketing situation. So now everybody gets to sell Juneteenth to black folks. And it's like, wow. And it gets worse every year. So when I went to this Juneteenth thing, I saw all these studs holding hands, these lesbians holding hands at the Juneteenth. It was not like that at first. So I want to say to anybody else with any bright ideas to try to get some of our significant figures in history, get them a national holiday, don't do it. Just don't do it anymore. Just leave it the way it is. I love Malcolm X. I love Ida B. Wells Barnett. I love Fannie Lou Hamer. There's a lot of Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. I love all the scholars, but I don't want them to have a federal holiday. No. Just like when the Malcolm X movie came out in 92, all of a sudden he was sanitized over. Everybody started wearing X t-shirts, X necklaces, and this. But guess what? Not too many people read the books because our behavior is still kind of ignorant. They didn't buy the book, but they bought the t-shirts. They sold the t-shirt. Everybody was selling Malcolm X. When Malcolm X was lying, they couldn't stand him. So that's the stuff I'm talking about. So, no more holidays. No more holidays. We're going to keep some to ourselves. We're not going to do that anymore, okay? All y'all that got the bright ideas of, if you're in the Nation of Islam or you're a lover of Malcolm, do not. No. Don't fuck that up. Leave Malcolm alone. Malcolm is ours. Ida B. Wells is ours. Dr. John Henry Clark is ours. Dr. Frances Cress Welsing is ours. Brother Neely Fuller is ours. And while he's still here and still kicking into his 90s, Dr. Claude Anderson is ours. No. So, all you folks that still want to... all it is that integrationist assimilation mind. We still trying to prove to white folks that we're so friendly, we're not racist and all this. Some of y'all have gone too far as to marry them and create babies with them. prove to white folks that y'all are safe Negroes. Yeah, I said it. And now you're conflicted when you hear my voice. An uncompromised black man. I don't have no mixed kids. I ain't married no white woman. I ain't even Mexican and Asian. I ain't done none of that. But a lot of y'all are compromised. And you get upset when you hear my black voice from an actual masculine black man. I know it. So, I'll end this by saying, okay, let Juneteenth be the last thing y'all screw up with your assimilation, integrative, social integration attitude, mindset. Don't do it no more. This old lady, she did enough. And bless her heart, she's 99 years old. But don't nobody else come up with any more ideas of making anything that is of significance to us a federal holiday. But when you do that, it's not yours anymore. Y'all be cool. It's your man Rico. Rico the Opinionist. Wait a minute. Yeah, I am an opinionist, and you're on this Facebook page. My thoughts, not yours. Talk to you later. Peace, y'all.